So I'm gonna tell you other stories, just a short one, not too long, but it's really interesting one. So that one was years ago, yeah, and it's happened in USA. So there was a guy, or let's say there was a girl. Her name is Laura. Okay, Laura. She was 15 years old, and her mother Celine. Okay, her mother Celine, like she told her, like, you can go to your grandpa for your holiday, because they had some type of holiday from school, and then for 1 week, and then she said, okay, I'm gonna go for grandpa for 1 week. Then sounds good, yeah. So Laura, she went with a bus to her grandpa in USA. He lived in another city. I don't know where exactly, but Laura, she was living in New York, I think, something like that. So what happened is, Laura, when she came back after 1 week, she came with a guy who, how he looks like. He was bald, okay. Plus, he looks like older a little bit, older boy than here, and he had an earring. He had some tattoos and something like that. He looks a little bit like a gang, yeah? And then Laura, she told her mother, Celine, hey mom, I met this guy, his name is David. David, he's from England, okay? He's English guy, and he's from England, and he came here for a holiday. And we met where was my grandpa was, and then he's really nice guy, and he's 22 years old, so he's older than here, yeah. But he's type of funny guy, smiley, funny guy, and with his nice words, he can brainwash you or brainwash any girl, yeah. So the thing what just happened, David, he said to Celine, mother of Laura, I'm gonna stay in one of the motels. Yeah, motels, not a hotel. So Laura, she said, yeah, you can stay in our home. But then Celine, she said for Laura, no, you can go to the motel. No issues at all, because Laura, she's just 15 years old. She don't know what life is. Yeah? She's still younger. And Celine, mother of Laura, she didn't feel comfortable for this guy. So then she felt a little bit bad, that she felt like she kicked David out of her home when she said something like that. Then she said, hey David, you can come eat dinner with us tonight. Then after that, I can drop you to the motel. And he said, yeah, sounds good. Yeah, you can do that. Then what happened is, David, he went with Celine and Laura to home, yeah, and they stayed together. And then they had a nice chat, and then he said, for Laura mother, Celine, he told her like he's a student in university, and he studies some, I don't know, he's an engineer or something like that. I don't remember. But he told her like he's in a university. Yeah? Then after this university in London, yeah. And then after that, they eat dinner, they finished, and then Celine, mother of Laura, she told David, yeah, let's go back. I'm gonna take you to your motel. Then Laura, she said like, he can come tomorrow if he would like to. And then he asked Celine, mother of Laura, and he said, can I come tomorrow? Just early morning, I take her out and we go and walk outside somewhere nearby. Or we can go to somewhere, have some drinks and just a normal coffee and such a things, yeah? Because she's 15 years old. And then Laura, she said, yeah, please, mom, let him do that. I would like to meet him, and he's really nice guy. And then Celine, she accepted, yeah? She accepted, and she said, okay, you can come, but don't be too late, yeah? And she said, yeah, for sure, it's fine. Then that day, she dropped him to the motel, yeah, which is not very far, but it was like around 15-20 minutes from here home. And then after this, second day, David, he came to Laura's house, morning time. He took Laura and they went somewhere outside. Okay, I think it was on, the second day was on Sunday, because the third day, which would be Monday. So let's keep going. Yeah. Sunday they went out together. They came early, around 5 p.m., something like that, before even sun go down. Before the sun goes down, and then after that, David go. Celine, she took David and throw him in the motel again. Yeah. Then Laura, she asked her mother before they go, and he asked mother of Laura, yeah, if he can, Celine, he asked her if he can take Laura tomorrow to cinema. And then she said, yeah, you can do that if you would like to, because she trusts him just a little bit more, yeah. She thought like, okay, he looks like gang a little bit, but he's fine. But she still don't feel comfortable for him, yeah. Then after this, he came around 3 o'clock, something like that, or 15 o'clock, 15, which is 3 p.m. And he met Laura. And that time, mother of mother of Laura, which is her name Celine, she told David before she drove him to the motel, don't be late. At 9 o'clock, she must be at home. And then he said, yeah, for sure, it's fine. So David, he came next day, pick up Laura, and they went to cinema. They supposed to go to cinema. And that time, mother of Laura, Celine, she was not in home. Yeah, she was at work. That's why I think it was Monday. Then after that, what happened is, Celine, she came back home. She waited her daughter until 9 o'clock, but she didn't came back. Okay, she was wondering. I told him she should be at home at 9 o'clock. Why he's late? And she was a little bit mad. Yeah, she thought like when she come and he come, I'm gonna be really angry because she's 15 years old and he's 22 years old. He's older than her. But what happened next is, they didn't come. For the first 2 hours, she was start getting more worried and more worried. Then it's become 3 hours, 4 hours. She didn't come at all. Okay. Then after she went to the police station, Celine, mother of Laura, she went to police station and she asked the police officer, and she told him the story. She asked them if they can help her, and they said we cannot help you. At least there is 24-hour gap. Like she didn't come back home 24 hours since they went out. As what you said, like if they go out around 4, 5, like 16, 17, you must come at this time and you say, or report it. It's like 24-hour gap and she still didn't come back home. Yeah? And such a rules is quite strange, but that's rules. Yeah. And then after that, Celine, she came back home. Yeah, it was late night, I think around 1 a.m. or something like this. Once she came back home, she went to Laura room, and she was looking like, hey, maybe Laura, she ran away with him. Yeah, she out of her mind, and then she just ran away. And then she surprised that the bed sheet is not there. Yeah, the bed sheet. There is a mattress and there is a bed sheet. The bed sheet is not there. Yeah, so she thought like, why Laura could take the bed sheet with her? Then she said, okay, let me check here drawers and where is her cloth, where she keep her cloth. And then once she opened the drawers, she find her cloth. Then she opened that other boxes and these things, and then she find the bed sheet on side, lying down on side. Yeah. Because Laura, she's 15 years old, and 15 years old hair, she's like, why that long? Yeah, not too long. Yeah. And she found the bed sheet on site, and then she thought like, why Laura could put the bed sheet like this? Looks like there is a body there, yeah? And then she just removed the bed sheet, she find Laura dead. And she was blue, and like somebody hit her or tried to rape her, but she's just dead. And then she just called the police. She told them, it's happened, la 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 la. We met one guy, his name is David, and it's happened what happened. And he live in that motel, and I find my daughter dead, and that she is. And then after that, they told her the investigation, and in the investigation room, they told her, what is the guy looks like? She told him he's bald, he had some tattoos, and he had the earring, and he looks quite like a gang, yeah? And they said, okay, let's go to the motel where he is leaving, and let's ask about his name, David, yeah? When they went to the motel, they went to the reception, and they asked the woman who's there, and they told her, did you see a man who looks like a bald, okay, or he's bald, and he had the earring and some tattoos, and his name is David? And she say, okay, let me check the book, because we have a lot of customers. And then she checked the book. She said there is no guy his name David. He came during that last week, a few days back. But so in the motel, she told him like there was a guy who looks same, bald, and he had the earring and some tattoos, but his name is Jamie. And the police officer, he asked her if there is any photocopy of his ID, and she said yes. She gave the photocopy of Jamie ID card, and then after that, they saw the photo, same details, bald, earring, tattoos, okay. Then they said, okay, let's search for this guy. Who's this guy? Yeah. They did some investigation, they searched for him, they found that he didn't live USA. So he didn't live America at all. Then after this, what happened is, they said, let's search where he go next, and which motel or where he gonna stay. But he didn't stay anywhere. So they find somebody trying to escape the border, going to Canada, yeah, with the same details, like he's bald and he had some earring, but when they took photo of him, he was quite different, and he didn't have any idea with Jamie name or David. So they keep searching and searching, and it's passed like around 3 months, and they didn't find him. Then after that, in 3 months, there was a girl. Her name is I forget her name, but let's say her name Anna. Okay, I forget her name. So Anna, she met a guy. His name is Lawrence. His name Lawrence. Yeah. So Lawrence, what he did is, he saw Anna and he told her, Anna, how are you? La la la. They met and they know each other. And Anna, she was like not younger. She was at 18 years old, 18, 19, something like that. Then after that, Lawrence, he told Anna, see, I'm waiting some money from my family, and it will take some few days, and they don't have money at all. So if you can support me that I can stay somewhere, and I will be really grateful if you help me with that. And then Anna, she told him, okay, let me ask my dad if he can let you stay in our home for some day, or if he can help you find somewhere. And then what happened is, Anna, she let Lawrence come into their home, and then after that he met Anna's father, and she told him that Lawrence, he don't have place to stay, and if you can let him stay in our home for tonight or couple nights, just to get the money from his family, or until he get the money from his family, then he can leave if you don't mind. Then he said, yeah, for sure. If he's a good guy, yeah, why not? And then after that, father of Anna, he keeps some money, a cash money, like around $15, $20, some cash, in the living room. Yeah. And he know his children that nobody gonna take this cash unless they need the money. Yeah. So when he came back home, second day, early morning, yeah, he went to work, night shift. He came back home, early morning. He find that $10 is gone. Just $10. 10. Just gone. Yeah. So what he did, Anna's father, he was thinking like, okay, there's a strange guy in my home and $10 gone from my home. So most probably he took it. Yeah. Because even if my children gonna take the money, they're gonna tell me. They're gonna text me, they're gonna call me, they're gonna tell me. Yeah. But $10 just gone like that, so that's kind of weird, yeah. And then Anna, she was really lucky that her father, he went to the police station and he told them about the situation which happened in his home. Like, Anna, she met a strange guy. Anna, she met a strange guy, or a stranger, and his name is Lawrence. And they told him, okay, what's next? Did he did anything wrong to your daughter or something like that? He said no. But the point is, I keep some money in my home, as usual, yeah, in the living room, some cash money, yeah. It's not big money, just a small money, but this money never gone, only if somebody told me, like, I take this money, yeah. And the day Lawrence came to my home, it was evening time, then I went to my work, I came back early morning, yeah, I didn't find the money, I didn't find the $10 there, yeah. And they said, it's just $10, but he said, yeah, I know it's just $10, but who took it? Who took my money? Who took the $10? Yeah, it's my money. And they told him, okay, how he looks like this guy who called Lawrence. He said, he's bald, he had some tattoos, and he had earring. He told them, they were focusing on the earring, yeah. And then because it was like diamond one and looks like cool one, and he looks like a little bit like gang, yeah. And they told him, is he at home right now? Anna's father, he said, yes, he's at home. They went direct to his home and they told Lawrence to get out from home. But father of Anna, he said, you don't need to tell him to get out from home. You can just come inside the home and take him. And then they just came inside, turn around, cuff up. They cuff him up, and then they take him to the police station and they told him, what's your name? And he said, my name is David. And they think like, okay, David, but why do you have two IDs? And why did you say your name is Lawrence? And now when we find, or what we find in your wallet is two ID, yeah, two government ID. One of them name with Jimmy and other one name with David. And you told Anna, and Anna's father, you told him your name is Lawrence. And then he said, okay. He gave up and he told them that David ID card, it's a fake one. Yeah, the real one is Jimmy. And Jimmy, he was one of his friends in university or in school or whatever they are. But he took his ID card and he changed the photo. Yeah, so he make a fake ID card. And then after that, they find that he's the one who killed Laura. Yeah, and then he's in jail for life. That's all. So be careful. Just don't let your daughter or even your son meet any random person. You don't know who is this, and just don't let anyone come to your home, because you don't know if he's a criminal or he's a psychopath, or you don't know. You just don't know. And then you just lose your daughter or your son, or I don't know. You have to take care of your children, yeah? You have to take care of them. I mean, as personal opinion, yeah, Laura's mother, she should not let Laura meet anyone unless she's 18 or 20 years old, yeah? She can understand what life is. Then after that, she can move on with life and she can meet whoever she wants. But just meet random man with older than her, with 7 years old, like 7 years older. Yeah, it's not a small gap; it's a big gap. It's not Laura's mistake; it's her mother's mistake. That's what I see. Plus, Anna, she was really lucky. She was really lucky that her father went to the police station. Her father, he was quite smart, yeah. So she was really lucky, and Anna's father, he's really lucky that he focused on the money. So he loved money, yeah. He's greedy, I think, yeah. But I mean, it's fine. I mean, he focused on the small details. Yeah? That's why sometimes you have to focus on the small details, because you're gonna find a lot of things in the small details. So take care. Take care of yourself. There's a lot of crazy people in this world.